right, Chingy, what's good?
Vlad, what's going on? What's up with it?
Well, you're trending right now on Twitter.
Uh,
Um,
you know,
you made some
I see
comments.
that.
You made some comments, and you said Trump knows how to conduct business. This country is a business and needs to be run by a businessman. It's not personal, people. And people have gone absolutely crazy over these comments.
And and people have took it very personal. Now, first off, I'm gonna say we're entitled to our own opinion, right or wrong.
Correct.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Now, maybe I could have worded it different. Maybe I could have worded it different. That's my mistake. I'll take that. But initially, I used Trump as an example. And what I was saying is, this country is in an $18 trillion debt, right?
Correct.
It was 12. It was 10. But it's 18 trillion now. And all I'm saying is we need somebody with a great business mind that's business savvy to uplift us out of that. Now, if Donald Trump has the country's best interest and can uplift us out of that and get the economy back rolling in the right way, yeah, I'll vote for him. If Hillary Clinton can uplift us out of that and get the economy going in the right way, I'll vote for her just as well as any other candidate. But I think it was totally took out of context because people are getting so personal and they may view Donald Trump in a personal way. But me, it ain't personal. It was a business statement. I'm just looking at it because this country, the United States of America, is two different entities, the United States and America. It's a business. And it needs to be ran, to me, by a business savvy person that knows how to, okay, when you was in school, you had math class, right?
Right.
You had to solve math problems, right?
Correct.
So $18 trillion in debt is a math problem. And it's going to take somebody with business intelligence to change that number. And that's all I was saying. And like I said, maybe I could have worded it different. But all I'm saying is it's going to take a business-minded person to uplift us out of this debt. And if that person happens to be Donald Trump, I'll vote for him. If that person happens to be Hillary Clinton, I'll vote for her just as well as any other candidate. That's all I'm saying. But you got people who so judgmental and they want to argue and they want to get mad about it when really somebody should just say, well, Chingy, why you feel like that? And then I'll tell them why I feel like that. And they could easily say, you know what? I don't agree with Donald Trump being president. But you are right. We do need somebody with a good business sense to run this country.
Okay.
That's all I was really saying.
Okay, but you are aware of some of the comments that Donald Trump has said, for example, about Muslims.
You know what? Actually, I'm not. If there's some degrading comments, I'm actually not aware. But what I am aware of is when he was saying that he's trying to keep terrorism out of the country with not letting those come in who can be terrorist threats.
He said a little more than that. I mean, he basically said that he wants to basically stop Muslims in general from coming into this country, and he wants to register all Muslims.
And see, I didn't know all of that. And see, that's new to me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna take my fault where I may be, a little off. I'm gonna take that. Like I said, we are human. We make mistakes, and maybe I could have worded it different. But I'm not gonna fall back on all of it, But like I said, I didn't know that, and I happen to disagree with that. It's some things that I'm gonna agree with. It's some things that I'm not gonna agree with. And just like the public, it's some things they gonna agree with that I say. It's some things they not gonna agree with. So yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people are jumping on you right now, because
Right.
some of the things that Donald Trump has said, and even people like Russell Simmons has come forward and said, I know Donald Trump, and he's really fucking up right now with some of the stuff that he's saying.
Right. Now, yeah, I don't agree with that. I have to say, and I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I just knew about a couple of things that he has said. I know like people with Medicare and everything. People, I heard they were trying to stop that or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I heard him say that he's fighting to keep that going and keep the benefits going and everything. And I agreed with that. Okay. I'm not going to agree with everything he say or everything somebody say. I may agree with some things. I'm going to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I didn't know that. And I have peoples that's Muslims. I know Muslims. So I definitely am not going to agree with that.
Right. You know, for example, there's another leader who helped a country out economically, but at a price, and that was Adolf Hitler. You know, he turned the German economy around, but there was a very strong price that came with all that. You know, a fascist type of view. You know, a view of fear of outsiders and fear of people who are not like themselves. I think is a very dangerous way to run a country, and I think a lot of people are scared if Trump is going to become president. And I think when you, as a minority, made those comments, I think a lot of people were disappointed in those comments, and that's why I think people are so upset right now.
And you know what? To those people that's disappointed, never meant to offend them. Not at all. Never meant to offend them at all. I just believe that this country should be ran by a great business-minded person, like I said. And you know, everybody knows Trump for being a successful businessman.
Well, he wasn't always successful. You know, he did file for bankruptcy at one point.
But sometimes we know filing for bankruptcy can be a business tactic.
Right. It's just not a, you know, you don't want the country to file for bankruptcy. That would not be a great business tactic for the United States to say, we can't pay none of y'all back, sorry.
No, totally agree. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we know that to be like that.
Right.
But even though that's all irrelevant, like I said, that's all I meant by it was the country need to be ran by somebody that has a great business intelligence.
Right.
Like I said, whether it's Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, whether it's Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, whoever, and whoever was offended by that, this is how you resolve things like we talking right now.
Right.
We just decided, like, fuck it, you know? When we was able to see each other face to face on some grown man shit, it was like, you know, I ain't got no beef, I don't have no problem, you ain't got no problem, fuck it. And that's just what it was.
Stripping, getting my own money and leaving. How was I gonna leave if I only made $200 every week? Ain't no way.
So basically stripping saved your life?
Yeah, you know what? It really did though.